Hey y'all, so this is a really impromptu video, but I'm going to give you a tour of my art books because I love art books. This is heavily inspired by Ethel Cain. I saw her art book tours and I love them. And I want more art book tours on YouTube, so here is mine. Art books are my pride and joy. They're my hobby, my passion, my love, my lifelong goal, my dream. All I want to do in life is look at art books and make art books. No, I don't think I'm gonna make an art book. All I want to do in life is read and buy and collect art books. There are so many of them and it feeds my soul. My microphone is an Adidas stock that I had to fix a hole in because these are like from 2016, and that's my phone inside. And my MacBook camera because it's really high quality, as you can tell. Okay, so I actually didn't do a good job preparing this, so I actually have to go and get all my art books right now, and I'll be back. Okay, I've gathered all of my art books. I have a lot, but I want more. And I feel like this is going to be a long video now that I'm looking at them all. I will just start with a random one. This is Sanrio design from the 70s and 80s by Sanrio, of course. And I got this on Amazon, I believe. Frick Amazon, but and I want the other ones. There's one for the 90s and the early 2000s as well. And I really want them, I just haven't got them yet. Um, I love the cover art. So cute. It has this sash on it too. And it's just the cutest thing ever. A lot of product and packaging design, stationery, character design, just cute artwork. I really like this book and I find it incredibly inspiring to look at. I love Sanrio and I think that the 70s and 80s is actually my favorite era. I love the colors. I love when My Melody was red. Here's like some Hello Kitty and little twin stars. I really like all the clothing. But yeah, I just think it's such a cute book and I find it so inspiring. I love stationery and product design and I love Sanrio, so this is such a favorite of mine. It is all in Japanese, but you can just translate it if you want to read the captions. It's such a visual book. I don't really find that it's too necessary. So, my next ones are Vermis 1 and Vermis 2 by Plastaboo. You can find on Instagram or just Google them. These are published by Hollow Press, which is an independent publisher, and I adore these. They are like dungeon crawler art books of this insane made up world of monsters and magic and creatures and just all this lore and these insanely beautifully well done concepts. And I know a lot of people that play things like Dungeons and Dragons are really inspired by these books. There's just so much in them to play with, and I've never played Dungeons and Dragons, but I can imagine how fun that would be. I really love horror, so this is just insane for me. I can't say enough good things about Plastibu. Definitely one of my favorite artists ever. I think these are still available because they were so popular that there's that many editions of them. So that's one. And then two is different size and chunkier. So I was very excited when I got it and found that out. And it's much of the same, but new and different, of course. Yeah, I think genuinely Placido is a genius though, and I don't even know where you would begin to create art that looks like this. I can only hope to get there one day because it is incredible. definitely check these out. They're on HoloPress or just find Plastibu on Instagram, or I'm sure they have other socials as well. These were worth every penny, and everyone that I've ever seen that has purchased these loves them. So next is my little collection of Adventure Time art books. This I got in like 2013 or something. It's the Adventure Time Encyclopedia. This isn't really an art book, but I kind of count it as one because there is so much additional art in here that you don't see in the series. And I think it's still such a beautiful book, and I think it's an art book. Like, it reminds me so much of an art book. I love Adventure Time. It's my favorite show ever, and I've always loved it. I appreciate this book a lot, and I think it's so pretty. And she is in good condition because I take care of my books. The next ones I feel really lucky to have because I don't actually know if they sell them anymore. And they are the original cartoon title card books from season 1 and 2, and then seasons 3 and 4. So they are huge coffee table books, and since I was really little, I always wanted to work for Cartoon Network. I always wanted to work on Adventure Time, and obviously that's kind of not possible anymore, but I still like have always been so inspired by the world of Adventure Time, the characters that are. I love everything about it. The music, and I've always had a huge appreciation for the title cards. So when I found out these books existed, of course I got them because they show so much of the concept and the development of making the title card art. And it is so rare for just such effort to be put into something like a title card these days. So here is an example. They're just normally like a two-page spread of all of the sketches, the concept, and the final work. Here's one of my favorite title cards ever. It's for The Henchman. I love the lighting, the colors, everything about it is just so beautifully done. Yeah, I love having these so much. They're definitely some of my favorites. Like, I'm so happy that I own them, and I could not recommend these enough. If you like Adventure Time, they're perfect. So yeah, this is season 1 and 2, and then this is season 3 and 4. It's basically the same format and everything. It's just more more of what I love. So here's an example of what that looks like as well. Literally the same, but I love it so much. Yeah, these books are everything to me. So the next book is a graphic novel, and I just consider them art books because they have art in them, and I'm drawn to the art. So, I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's Mycelium Wasoni by Brian Blomuth, and it looks like this. And I picked this up at a bookstore because I saw the cover and I immediately loved it. And it is a book on the history of psilocybin and mushrooms and hallucinogens. And that's already a huge interest of mine. I just love fungi and learning about mushrooms and the science. And so when I saw this book and the art inside, I was so immediately drawn to it. It's a very, very beautiful book. I am quite sure this artist has other books out as well, and I would really like to see them someday because this art is incredible. It is so vibrant and colorful, and I really like the character design. They're just little cartoony dogs. It reminds me so much of like a 60s cartoon, but in this vibrant, vibrant color. It is so pretty. I just like that it was non-fiction as well, and it tells a real story. It's one that I already knew a bit about, but it was so interesting to actually find out more about these real people and yeah, this whole adventure and exploration that happened in the world of shrooms. And the art is just insane. So I can highly recommend this. Again, one of my favorites. I think these are all my favorites. I just love every art book that I have. So the next one, oh, this in New York at the National Gallery of Art. Um, I think. And I don't know what the title is, but I know it's Cats in Something, and I believe it's just cats in different historical artworks. I love the cover. I think it's so pretty and vibrant, and it has this cute little bookmark in it too. It's just cats in historical Japanese art. So I love cats, and I think it is just so cute. I just love that we've been attached to cats for hundreds of years and that they're always cats. Like, cats are just so funny and silly and cute, and I love them. There is both Japanese and English text in it, so you definitely can go through and read all about the cats. My next book is a kid's book, and it is Around the World with Mook. It's the sticker adventure one. Ever since I was a kid, this show has been really inspiring to me. I love the art style a lot, and I always have. I don't know, it's just so beautiful to me. It's so unique and colorful. And I used to watch the show, but I found out that the show is inspired by the artist, and there's so much life and color going on in all of the illustrations, and they're just beautiful to look at. This one is New York, and I just liked how educational it was about showing different parts of the world as a kid when maybe you're not traveling already and you don't have that understanding of the world. It was so beautiful, yeah. But yeah, I know it's a kid's book, but next is Twisted Visions by Junji Ito. It is a gorgeous art book, and I should have known he did art books, but for some reason I didn't. And then I saw this in the bookshop one day, and I just saw like the spine, and I was like, oh my God, I need that book. And it was Junji Ito, so of course I got it. And this book is just insane. He is so talented. Just every single page is just gorgeous. So really, like, I couldn't recommend this enough either. It's so inspiring to me and so beautiful. Here are some more, but I won't show them all, of course. But I keep struggling with the camera. And there is definitely some excerpts in the book about his art and everything. I just find this so inspiring. I know a lot of people are so weirded out by his stuff. I literally went to the bookstore once and overheard people being like, "Oh, like he's so weird. Like his mangas are so weird and his art is so weird." And that's something I've just always been really attracted to. So I know maybe a bit of a mixed bag, but I'm sure like if you're an art person, you understand, you get it. My next one is a magazine, and it is Mushroom People, a magazine for microphiles. It is just everything mushrooms because I love mushrooms. And I was really attracted to the graphic design of this one. I'm studying design, and it is always so. Bro, the pages are killing me. It's always so inspiring to look at other graphic design, and I am especially so intrigued by print design and these page layouts for magazines. I think they were so beautifully done, and I really like some of the fonts they've used as well. But this also has really pretty pictures in it and a collaboration with a lot of different artists and a lot of interviews, and I thought it was so interesting to read. But print design was just so pretty and attractive to me. I'm sure you can just look this up. I got it online. Um, but yeah, Mushroom People. The next one is a another Japanese art book, and it's Japanese yokai and other supernatural beings, authentic paintings and prints of 100 ghosts, demons, monsters, and magicians by Andreas Marx. I saw this in the bookshop and I had to get it, so of course I did. I think this is a bit of a hard book to find because I looked it up and I couldn't see anywhere where I could purchase it from other than the bookshop that I got it in. But I really like Japanese woodblock printings, and I also really am into Japanese folklore and um, yokai, which are the spirits, the demons, the ghosts in Japan. And this has such a beautiful variety of artwork and is so well researched into all of these supernatural creatures and monsters, and I just think it's so interesting. I think some of the artwork can be so ominous and scary, and that's very inspiring to me because, again, I do really like horror art. Even just in the inside cover here is a really famous one, and these skeletons that feature in um historical Japanese art are just so pretty, and I love the way that they depict things like that. Yeah, I love this book a lot. It's also just very well researched and written. You can tell it's got some real expertise behind it, and it's just so my alley and my interests. So my next one I thought I would include, because I have it, but I'm kind of iffy about it. But it's the first edition of Snot Girl, and I was so drawn to this when I was younger because of the art. I don't actually enjoy these. I've read some more of them online since, and I just didn't feel like the story was really going anywhere. I'm sure that's quite subjective. I know that Snot Girl does have a lot of fans too, but I just couldn't get into it. I think some of the art is incredible, um, but it just wasn't for me. So, but I still thought I would include it because this might be it for some people. My next one is another non-fiction, and I still classify it as an art book because I totally think it is art and it's just inspiring to me. But it is a handheld history, a celebration of portable gaming, and it's published by Lost in Cult, and I believe they're an up-and-coming publisher. And I've talked about them in a previous video, this cover, because I think this cover is so so pretty and really celebrates and just embodies the vibe so well. But this is about handhelds, and it is a very chunky book and it's very text heavy too, but I did really like reading everything in it. So it's so worth it if this is your kind of thing. The art is so pretty, and even just looking at art for different games. And lastly is the Big Boy Vivienne Westwood Catwalk collection. I would also consider this an art book, but obviously it's all photos. It is so heavy, but it is just an archive of Vivienne Westwood, and it's a very good coffee table book. But she's chunky, and it's very inspiring to me. So I think you can get this quite affordably on Amazon as well, but I think in bookshops it tends to be a bit expensive. So yeah, here are some of my favorites. Thank you for coming by and watching my video, and I hope that you found a book that you can go out and buy and support artists, make art, be inspired, and I think that art books are like the best invention ever. I love books, I love art. It's perfect. So, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you. Bye.